Hi everybody, welcome to Gamersledge. Quick Byte. We're doing one today on Rogue Legacy. Git's joining me.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
If you're not familiar with Rogue Legacy, it is one of those games that you want to bash your head against a wall, yet it's really fun to play. Basically, you have a character, which you can see right here. I've got Lady Lisa. She's a Lich Queen, and what that means, your characters have different things that they can do. But what's interesting is as you build your character over time, when you die, you actually pass that on to the next generation, and they inherit traits, but they also inherit all your stuff. So you can see on my equipment screen over there on the right, she's got a blood sword, a silver helm, a blood chest plate, blood bracers, and a blood cape, and then she has a bunch of enchantments that she can do. And as a Lich Queen, every time she kills something, it's converted into her max HP, etc. So we'll see how this goes for just a second. Kith, you've been playing a lot of this lately. What are your impressions?
Horribly, horribly addictive. Once you start it, I mean, it's fun, it's easy to pick up, and it's hard to master, but it's absolutely just addictively fun. It's amazingly fun.
Now, the catch is early in the game, you'll actually have to give all of your money every time you enter the castle. But over time, you can reduce it, as I've done here, down to 60%.
That's good. I didn't know that.
Yep, and this is a procedurally generated game, meaning that every single thing you see in it is always going to be different other than this first room.
Yeah, you'll start to notice some patterns on which way you want to go, which areas to tackle first. They have really creative ways to get loot.
You want to pick up every single piece of gold you can. Interesting thing is you'll notice as I'm killing things here, my character is actually getting stronger. That's the advantage of the Lich Queen. We'll probably see here in just a little bit. Oh, just right over my head.
Hope you needed a haircut.
Which one is it? I think it's that one. There we go. So you kind of get used to, like Git said, patterns, the way things work, where you want to go. I generally want to explore this first area. You should use the jukebox. The music, the soundtrack is fantastic. Of course, we can't use the jukebox here unless we want to get taken off YouTube. So
it is fun with it being randomly or procedurally generated that you get to do lots of new stuff. Every playthrough is not the exact same, so it gives you a new feel to it each time you run it. That is awesome. I don't think I have that unlock yet, but you get stronger as you go.
That's a Lich Queen. It's a specific class. And you'll see about the classes here, because I will die invariably. It's been quite a while since I played this as well. Yikes! Look at all this stuff going down.
They also have like challenges to get certain treasure chests, which I thought was really fun because they're not always the same. Like, you might enter a room and it says, kill all the enemies, access the chest, or you have to make it through like a gauntlet almost without taking any damage to get some of the best stuff in the game. It's pretty fun to do, and you never know when you're entering a game what it's going to do.
So that was my magic spell I just did. Flight of Crows. I'll take all your money, thank you very much. Alright, so this is a boss. I have already beaten this boss, so I don't believe.
Sure, because that door should be shut if you have.
No, maybe you can play him again if you want to, but I totally have beaten that door. I've beaten the first boss. this is a teleporter, so now I can teleport back to the beginning if I so desire. There's another teleporter here. Not sure what. And this brings me to a whole second level. We'll go ahead and we'll show you a boss here if I can get into it. Oh, I can. I have beaten.
Everything is pattern based, so you can get used to certain patterns and be able to increase your chance, but the difficulty is still a little brutal, especially early on.
And there we go. So, I've died. It shows me all the monsters that I killed, which is cool. But then as I press X to move on, notice it now says choose your heir. So as I come in, I have three different choices at the beginning of the game. So I can choose an Archmage, another Archmage, or a Barbarian King. Now the interesting thing is you'll notice here that he's got ADHD, so he moves faster, but he also has OCD so that I have to break stuff to restore magic points. On this one, he's got hypergonadism. She's got hypergonadism, so my attacks knock enemies further. I'm a hypochondriac, so I tend to exaggerate. So that one's actually kind of hilarious. When I pick up 1 gold, it'll be like 1 billion gold. Not really, but it'll just show that on the screen. And then last but not least, I have a Barbarian King, nostalgic, that puts the whole game in kind of a black and white tint. It's hilarious. But you'll notice I have an option to re-roll my children once. And so I'm actually going to take that because these all suck. So let's see what we did. You normally don't have that. You have to buy that ability. It's very expensive. Archmage, Spell Sword. These all are not what I would really like to do, but what are you going to do?
Sometimes you get traits that are really beneficial, and sometimes not so much.
So I now have 1125 to spend. As you can see, I've unlocked a good chunk of the map already. Everything costs 1 billion gold, pretty much.
They do make it easy on you as you start to expand this map. If you have enough gold for something, there will be a small little plus sign in the upper right-hand corner of the square. So, like with Bolt's display here, he doesn't have anything he can actually level up,
which is sad. But the good news is I can always spend it on different things here. So I've got different equipment I can buy, different things I can equip. And to unlock those for the first time costs money. And then also, I can get different abilities. So I can have the ability to float. I can have the ability to jump higher. So if I wanted to unlock, for example, Retaliation Rune, that costs 2,100. Obviously, I can't afford any of these as well. So
you collect these abilities just also throughout. So as you collect new treasure chests and do the challenges, you can unlock new armor, unlock new runes.
And then probably the last thing I should note is this guy right here actually allows me to lock the castle the way it was and only get 60% of my gold. So I get 60% gold through the entire playthrough. Generally just not that useful, to be honest.
I haven't tried it yet.
If I've cleared a bunch of the castle, I may do it, but generally I don't. So now you can see I'm tiny. The interesting thing is that the computer will randomly generate hidden passages that you only get into if you're tiny like this. But since it's random, there's no way to know if I'm actually going to find one of those until we get a little bit farther through levels. Oh yeah, I have double jump. I forgot.
No game would be complete without double jump.
Thank goodness I have double jump. That's just not right.
You never know what you're gonna find.
I predict I'm gonna die soon.
So I think this is a good room actually to point out that sometimes traits can be the only way that you get past certain rooms. There's actually a trait that allows you to walk on these without triggering the spikes. So this would be about the only way you can go through it easily without getting a spike on the backside. No, you did pretty good there.
Yeah, did not do so well right there.
There we go.
So yeah, that's really Rogue Legacy, and well worth your download. It's really one of those games that it's great, but it can drive you a little nuts. Oh, she's clumsy, and she's a Lich Queen. And she has irritable bowel syndrome. You just can't go wrong with that.
It is, I didn't really know what to expect when I started to play it for the first time, but it is absolutely addicting.
So yeah, we'll, Gith, would you say if somebody did have to pay for it because they waited too long and didn't download it via PlayStation Plus, is it worth it?
Absolutely.
I think it's one of the best games that a lot of people have not yet.
But, you know, it's hard to find these days where you can pick up a game, play it for 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever, and be able to make any kind of progress in the game. This is something that you can do that. You can spend hours playing it, like the first time I did, or you can pick it up for 5-10 minutes, you know, when you have a chance. Either way, it's going to be a lot of fun.
So there's your quick bite of Rogue Legacy. For everything else, PSN related, keep it locked, Gamersledge.com.